83% of builders have reduced their prices over the last 3 months. Builders' confidence has been at an all-time low. I believe it was like the lowest in like 20, 25 years. And yet, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, this year, builders are on pace to complete more than 1 million new homes in this country. And we've seen that the supply of newly built homes is rising. So in May, 8.4, June 9.3, and in July 10.3. So we have an upward tick on new construction, but yet buyer confidence is at the lowest it's ever been. So Ryan, what are you seeing out there in terms of new construction?
Well, so we built our house. So what happened? I found a piece of land. I showed someone a piece of land in North Branford, and then the guy, after walking the land for about 30 minutes, told me he was working with an agent. So I don't know why I was there. So then I'm going back home. I found this great spot, and my wife and I decided to build a house. We put it under contract. We came to an agreement on August 2020. There's a reason why I'm telling all this days, not just to sound like Ernest Hemingway. And then we
Casey's Corner.
Little Casey's Corner. Then the house was finished the following year in June, next year in June. And we got lucky because when you build a house, you're agreeing upon the price right then and there. So in August, we had a number with the builder. This is what we're going to pay for. And then all of a sudden, the price of lumber went crazy. It went bananas. And we didn't have to pay more for it. So we got it at the right time. So there's a lot going on here because, you're dealing with first builders, the price of material, the price of land, finding land. So there's so much that goes into building. And so I'm looking at these numbers right now. So this is saying that the inventory has increased.
I'm
not seeing that. I'm not seeing that so much in Connecticut. I'd be surprised because I had, so the builder I used, they were great builders. They're very well known around here. And I always try to feed them deals. And, they were very accommodating, but I think there was a point during the year when he was like, you know what, I forget how he put it. Like, we're all booked up for the year. Almost like you're trying to get a hotel, and he's like, "No, we're full. We can't take any more." And I think that was because of when there's no inventory and people are losing on offers and they have to pay a lot for these houses. They're like, "Well, we might as well just build, and that way we get exactly what we want and we can wait." But you're looking at 9, 12 months, a year to be built. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not seeing a huge plethora of new construction around here. I mean,
little pockets here and there. I see a couple little neighborhoods have 4 or 5 houses going up, but no development.
They're usually, so how it works is when you're building, you have the opportunity to buy a piece of land, then you can hire any builder you want.
Right.
That was my case. The builder owned the piece, and they don't start building unless maybe it's like their last house, like a spec house, but they won't start building until
they have a contract.
So you have a contract, and they start building.
Right.
So I'm not showing people new construction homes because usually they're already came to an agreement before they even started digging.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know, unless we're thinking of places like Texas or somewhere like there where there's more land. Here's
an interesting stat about that, right? So yes, we are starting to see the supply of new homes go up. But I would be willing to bet that a big reason that builders' confidence is so far down is that 83% of builders have reduced their prices over the last 3 months.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's so I can see how that starts because when you're buying new construction, you're always going to pay for more.
Right.
And then when you're buying material, the houses go up in price as well. But, it's then the prices come down, but you still spent the amount of money. But like I said, this is usually in Connecticut. These houses are gone. They're under contract already.
Well, I think what we're going to see if this trend continues where they're trying to build more homes, but the cost of materials is going up. We're already at this point where new construction homes aren't affordable for your average consumer, your first-time home buyer,
Absolutely.
Right? But the builders don't have any choice except to charge this because they're the ones taking all the risk. They're the ones paying for all the materials, and their costs keep going up. So
yes, the thing is,
are we going to come to this like butting heads in the middle here, or how do we find some balance within that?
So when we built our house, we got a good price. The house next to us, basically close to the same house, the materials went up, so that house costed maybe about $40,000, $30,000 more. Now the price of wood has actually come down. Metal doesn't change. Usually when metal goes up, it stays up. Wood can fluctuate. So the price of wood has come down, but these houses were built when the wood was high. So now you're kind of looking at the comps, and keep in mind too, a lot of times when you build, you have to put down 10% usually of non-refundable deposit.
Right.